Alright, hello everybody. Welcome to VR Master League. Getting ready to get started here mighty soon with this match between Error 404 and Rebound. Checking it out here, you can see that roster on the orange side, Error 404. Got that full 6-man overall with Yes, Ryan. We have Free Artifact, President Gamer, I Am Hero, and Nicholas. On Rebound side, we have Aaron Snyder, the Lobster, Anubis. We have Ghost Duck, Wolfeed, and 7th Sense. All right, getting ready to get going on the casting booth and cams as well. I'm Palidore, joined by Palidore and Palidore. Hello to the Twitch chat joining in here. See Flower Mine, Flower Yours. See I Am Hero in there, as well as, oh, there's Nicholas. And FaZe Owen, if I remember, I believe FaZe was Titan, yes? Correct, on Toxin. Did I remember? I told you I'd try to remember. I think I might have. Lewis Rock, hey. And okay, play, let's go into the game. So here we go, up into the top, taken by Yes. And Yes, trying to go through the mid lane, does so with some success. That is Yes success for you as President Gamer gets the disc over on the pocket. Now dishing it over very softly, a little bit too far out the reach. So will be a stun coming in here, and the defense for Rebound taking place. It's Ghost Duck getting the disc, getting the clear. There's some boosted players, lightly at least, getting back to the other end. And Ghost Duck as well as Wolfeed coming in hot. So managed to get the steal. Ghost Duck now gonna reset out here to Aaron Snyder. And now Aaron diving up into the bubble area now with a great pass. But look at that save here coming in from Yes. Yes says no, and it goes back to the mid zone. So Aaron Snyder now retaining, trying to send it over. Will reach eventually. Well, Ghost Duck getting the goal. Fantastic. That's 2 points here for Rebound to start off. Rebound's been streamed a few times. Error 4v4, 404, but should be 4v4. I think this is their second stream, it's looking like. Yeah, coming in the silver division with that rounded MMR of 1140. Rebound, same thing, 1140 rounded MMR. But however, they are in the bronze division. But again, it's rounded. Either or. We'll see what happens here on the nice dish, the nice deuce. And that is the truth for the 2. It's Free Artifact. So 2 minutes in, 2 points on each side of the board. Not a boring start whatsoever. There's a gamer girl. Who, me? I know. I'm Pally Dad, Pally Mom. I'm a gamer girl. But over here, Aaron Snyder. He's going to gamer hurl it over with a nice pass, reaching Wolf. Almost, that is. Now they're going to dive on it. There's a couple players there. Good stun coming in from Ghost Duck, and will be Wolfeed sending it to the opposite end, where it will be taken by Ryan. So Ryan, 519 here. One away from being that Rey Mysterio zip code. Will be Aaron Snyder, though, double stunning President Gamer. Get down, Mr. President, over to the mid lane as they try to find the disc right back. A little bit of piles, some brawls coming through, slinging it into the other side, but there's going to be a reception here by Yes. Now Yes up to the top trench, taken now by Ghost Duck, but having it stolen just the same, and off it goes once again to the mid lane. A lot of just brawls getting caught up here. The disc really unable to get into one team's control for all too long. And that case will continue to remain. So back into the mid lane, kind of making a home up here. Call it the residence of President Gamer, that is. Trying to get the disc back here for Error 404. I keep wanting to say 4v4. Can't blame me though, can you? As a good short range boost from Aaron will get the disc. And Aaron Snyder has it received instead, intercepted by President. Some more punches going through. You can kind of see Wolfie in the background just trying to separate out. And so the thing is, we mention it oftentimes when it gets to these big pile-ups instead of all, 3, 4, 5, 6 players getting piled up. What you want to do is if your team maybe has a chance of getting the disc, go separate out. Go for a position pass instead. So by the time you have those pile-ups, we can say, all right, well, if you get that disc teammate over there, I'll be over here at Bowtie, or I'll be at Nest. And so that way, if they get the disc, they know immediately where to send it for a good position pass. Worst case, they don't get it, and well, then you can go for the boost instead. But yeah, those pile-ups turning into 50-50s right now, though. A very, very nice 100% on the shot. Pass from Ryan to President. I guess call Ryan the Vice. And that was very nice. Uh-oh, what did Nightbot do to someone? Did Nightbot get carried away again? I'm sorry, it does that sometimes. That's why I banned Nightbot on Channel 1. I didn't actually ban it, I just demodded it. So now it still says things, but it has no powers there, at least most of the time. Depending, I might turn it back on, but Anyway, all right, over here it goes 4-2, looking to tie it up, but no, it's yes, again, the great grab, the great save, playing inside that lane, and some boost coming through. Ryan is there to punch out. President getting the disc back and trying to return it through the tunnel, looking for that short-range boost. They do sort of get it, but now out of position as it does go astray. Yes, taking the disc and through the mid again, and way into the deep end now, as these teams do look to collect. Now, Anubis was there, very deep, just looking to work it up the floor ever so slowly. So evading a lot of that defense, and there goes the boosts again. It's still a 2-point lead here with 4 minutes left in round 1 as a contest comes from Ghost Duck, but just trying to mess him up with all these passes around, but you know what, messing up them instead with some stuns. Back and back again. Now it will be Aaron Snyder with the disc looking for that crossover. Will be a nice delivery there to Wolf, but Wolf, off the head, bouncing there. Off of Ryan, I believe, as it goes back to the bow tie. So there you go. That's a well-positioned pass. You can see he got the disc. He knew immediately where to pass it. Second time as well. So that was great positioning here from Rebound. Despite the fact that they weren't able to score, that's exactly the kind of communication and pass work that you'd like to see. And that's what will gain you those good opportunities as opposed to the chaoticness that is the pile-ups, the dog piles. So doing the right thing there, trying to do the right thing again with a clear. And the clear will go, but just clear with a stun there in the back end. So we'll be intercepted once again by, yes, going down to the bottom through the bubble. And trying to pop it back out of there. It's Anubis. Now, President with some more punches. Awfully violent. You'd think he has Secret Service for that. But let's see if there's any service here on this positive reception. No, it's free artifact. Getting it through, so almost trying to just contest that was Rebound, but still getting it through the other side. However, 2 players back on this end for Rebound, so they're going to find a clear now just past the hands of the teammate there at the tunnel. So up in the top ramp, trying to ramp it up on the defensive end, but there's another pile up instead. And now trying to separate out and get in through. Nice little punch there and maneuvering around from President, but President getting stunned again. Still going to receive that pass coming out of the stun, and now trying to get one or over to the 2 back on the bottom of the floor. But it's going to be picked up yet again by President. Often in the right place. A good pass here to the shoulder. One more. Tough angle, gonna go down on the goal there, but unable to get that. Rebounded here and found the goal. Finally, it's free artifact breaking free. As a matter of fact, it's 6-2 with a 4-point lead going into the final couple minutes of round 1. It's error for 04.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Many poggers in the chat there. So who's everyone going for by the bye? And when I asked that, be nice about it, but just curious. I know over on the connoisseur end, checking that out, it was a little bit of advantage for Rebound. More connoisseur votes favoring Rebound's side, but that was 10-3 at the time of game start, so an advantage. But yeah, at the moment, I mean, it's error 4v, or keep doing it, 404. Words not found from Palidore. Nonetheless, free artifact with a disc. Trying to make those connoisseurs sorry. Let's see, with a nice collection off that bounce up on the ceiling. Trying to go for the barrier and buries it. President Gamer. Gamer indeed. Up 8-2 for the Orange Crew. All right, so Titan and Flower saying their money's on 404. But see, how do I know that you're just not switching your votes now that they're in the lead? That's a thing with those pesky connoisseurs, right? Actually, no, because, well, connoisseurs are locked in once the game starts, but anyway, whatever. So, yes, here, we'll get the disc back. Less than a minute as President is going to be stunned off that swing. Taken here, Ghost Duck. Oh, but losing the handles just a bit, so it's going to fly back to the wedge where Aaron Snyder gets the disc, tries to evade all the defense, but throws it into Free Artifact, who just checks behind, checks below, and looking for a President who just gets rolled there with a stun. So, good collection. Immediate shot. Ghost Duck. That was a great hit. 16 meters a second, 12 meters deep, and brings it to a 3-point game. So the time is winding down, and more than likely going to be a victory here for Air. But as I say that, there is time. It's just it needs to be a very, very fast joust and maybe a bad mistake coming in from 404. But with that successful first pass, it is done. And the first round in the books coming in here for Error 404, not showing the errors whatsoever. So as we go to the score screen here, right quick, we'll take and shake and shake a look at the stats. And you can see it was a good effort from, well, 2 players on the offensive end, specifically for Error. You talk about your Free Artifact, President Gamer. Oh, they're definitely leading the country here for this team. I don't know. 4 points apiece, though. 1 assist apiece. 1 steal apiece. So mirroring each other all the way up until the stuns, 18 and 14. But otherwise, interesting stat line there between the two. Meanwhile, for Ryan, it was 2 assists, 1 steal, 6 stuns, and yes, with a couple of saves. Over on Rebound side, 5 points, all going the way of Ghost Duck. Definitely anything but a ghost on the offensive end, getting it done with some good efficiency there. Aaron Snyder with the 1 assist, a steal to Ghost Duck as well, 25 stuns. You have to mention that because that's a large amount of stuns just for 1 round for sure. But all right, as we make our way back to the second round start here, let's see if we can get that comeback, that rebound from Rebound, as we do like to say. I'm sure that'll get old at some point, but not today. Definitely want to see them force that third round here, make it competitive, and show the connoisseurs why they are right to vote for them. If nothing else, vote for this president. Will be 404 getting a clear. That will have a chance, but there is actually a backliner there. It's Wolf with that disc. Wolfie Dragon. So not only a wolf, but also a dragon, I think. Either way, I'm dragging on commentary at the moment, so let's readjust. 30 seconds off the clock, just a little bit back and forth, not too much going on for either team off of these clears and recoveries, and once again, a little bit of the piles forming, some stuns, a little bit of what we saw in the first round, but finally collecting it there with a short-range boost. Now the pass was a bit strong, but the idea was definitely not too bad at all, going for that clear and boost play, where you just toss the disc immediately, go for those regrabs. And, yeah, off to the other side it goes. Still scoreless here. First minute down in the second round as Aaron Snyder going to town. Ghost Duck gets it through right as the stun goes out. But still able to instead stun Error 404 with a goal. See if they can do it some more. So, all right, minute and a half off the clock. Nicholas saying, imagine not having Prime. I don't, funnily enough. I don't even have the Founder's Badge, but it is what it is. A Free Artifact with the disc, passing it over to Ryan. Ryan trying to spin, look for a teammate. Oh, just beyond the reach, but still recovering off that bounce. Another toss-up, good positioning, great communication, and they'll proclaim the goal. As a result, it's tied here. Starting round 2 the same way that we did the first round, that tie. FaZe/Titan saying, if you want to see stuns, look at my teammate Singularity. 87 in 3 rounds before, and 79 as well. Pretty strong. That's a lot of stuns for sure. right up there with some of the best of them there. I know in Season 1 over on Spaghetti, he had Wiperm, who was kind of famed for the brawls. He had a couple of games, maybe 2 or 3, where he had 100 stuns at least. I think Gilligan's hit 100 stuns at least once or twice. If not, reaches around those same areas too. Over on the European side, I think of Slyn, definitely a strong brawler. But yeah, the brawl game's strong for sure. It's kind of something I enjoyed when I was playing, and I mean, not so much at first, but I got pretty good at it by the latter half of my playtime. Took a little while, but it's a really fun game of rock, paper, scissors as getting rocked with a stun, but, well, getting the cut through with those scissors, it's Wolf. So Wolfeed brings it to a 2-point lead for Rebound. But yeah, no, for sure, not to take away from the 87 or 79 stuns either, because the 100 stun games definitely rarities. It will happen for some of the strongest, most popular brawlers up there in the league, but it's definitely not a regularity. Anytime you can get those like 70 plus, that's a pretty big number for any player in any division. That said, you know, it's also dependent. I mean, on the pace of the teams that are playing and such. And typically in the Master Division, especially these days, it's you get less of the fast-paced, you know, stun-heavy gameplay. You get more of this kind of slower offense, cautious defense in the mid lane, in the sense that you don't see them just endlessly stunning. They kind of try and cut off lanes, and so it does depend on the style of the teams and such. And, all right, now though, going for some points. No style necessary, just a couple of points there for, I think, Ryan. Anubis almost saved it, so kind of counting on the end there in Anubis's midst. But, yeah, it was... Actually, maybe I'm wrong. Wasn't wrong. I'm confused now. I think it was Ryan. I'm pretty sure it's Ryan. It's 4 apiece here. And if it wasn't, well, I'm sorry. What can I say? I'm trying. But over here, Anubis trying to get the pass over to the tunnel. A good little boost from President Gamer. Getting all the way back to the other side of the floor, trying to contest, but dancing around is Ghost Duck, or I guess ducking around as the case may be. But now taking a quack at it is Wolf. Or at least trying to claw for the goal. Here's Aaron Snyder. Losing some air in that one as he goes at the bottom of the floor, hands it off here to Anubis. Now Anubis working the way over to the top wedge. The defense there in the back end, kind of near the bubble. Now finally approaching and looking for the pass as a result. So breaking open the defense, looking for the lanes, tapping off and shooting and scoring. It's Aaron Snyder. This time, much like Anubis on the other side, it was Yes who almost got the save. So got credit for the goal technically. But indeed, it was Aaron driving in for the count. It's 6-4. Round 2 here. But advantage still going Rebound, and of course they need to keep that if they want to force this third round. So President Gamer with that pass off. You can see that midfield defense trying to cut off Ryan there so he can't receive a pass, but they do allow President Gamer working up the floor. However, Aaron does a nice job cutting it off. This gets knocked loose now and will be recovered off some short-range stacking very nicely. Now going to the right place, but some good defense once again being played by Rebound there. So you can see after that recovery over on that sidewall over here, they had the right idea, go to this pass at the nest. But it was just cut off by the defense. You can see it again there. Wolfeed trying to cut it off, as well as Ghost Duck. So Rebound showing some nice promise on defense, despite the fact that offensively, Error 404 are going for the smart things, you know, the right ideas. But now it's just a matter of adjusting to that. So, you know, they get cut off defensively and those passes that they're intending. So what do? How do you adjust? Now, that's where it comes to, ideally, the back pass. And that's where you get those resets. Like Rebound did just here. You see, you get too bothered. Well, instead of going forward, instead of going towards the goal, we're going to reset it, back it out to the midfield area or to the bow tie area. And now we're going to give ourselves a chance to maybe get a higher percentage shot off of some good passes. And there you go. Everlasting on the goals with a great slow maneuvers, which is to say the slow play before they finally took it in. You know, it's one of the easy things in Echo Arena when you're a new team especially, to just kind of rush it a little bit, you know, feel like you have to always be moving it into the bubble. If you're not near that bubble, then you're doing something wrong, but really not the case. You'll see more and more, and you're seeing it again from these teams too, even though they are rookie teams. You're seeing it especially from Rebound that last time. where you got to be okay with sometimes saying, okay, if I'm going to bring this disc on into the bubble right now, it's probably only a 20% chance shot. There's a decent chance I'm just going to get stunned, lose the disc. It'll be tough. And when you recognize that happening, that's when you say, back pass, reset. And right here, trying to get that set up the floor, their offensive set that is. Some nice back-to-back handoffs, but some good dives from Rebound. Once again, showing that good defensive potential. But President Gamer, ever reliable, getting that disc back. First onto it. It's free artifact now, dishing right back to President, coming out of the stun. Immediate pass crossing to the other side, trying to get the defense off guard, but on guard is Aaron. So Aaron Snyder finds the clear. However, finding the disc on the other side, it will be free artifact. Now, Artifact trying to get on track right through the midfield. President eyeing the pass, receiving the pass, and getting it, well, right off of that bow tie, and now getting tied up with some stuns, courtesy of Ghost Duck. So trying to clamp down here defensively again. Pretty impressed with Rebound's defense. They had a really nice round. They're holding error to only 4 points here after almost 9 minutes of play. And once more, forcing a turnover. So a bounce will just narrowly miss the reach there of Ghost Duck. Off the recovery, though, still will get that off the wall. Trying to go for the stuns. Uh-oh, might have hit. I believe the Oculus button might have been hit there. looks familiar on that end. I guess a separate extra meta pro tip. Turn on the hold button on the home button. But now holding the disc is President Gamer. I believe that's what happened there. But yeah, do the hold to activate instead of pressing. Because otherwise, definitely when you're going for those shields and those stuns, it can be easy to accidentally kind of snag that Oculus home button and then make you feel really, really bad. Definitely something I think we've all experienced at some point or another. In any case, dang, 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 says the Twitch chat. A lot of dangs. Dang, dang, diggity, dang. As the clock is tick-tocking back into the last 20 seconds. So trying to dump truck that here in the flesh, stunning out. But here comes the Cootie Squad. There's 8 seconds left on the clock, and it looks like indeed the third round about to be underway. Happy to say. So very nice return here from the team in blue. That is Rebound. We're going to be going to that third after all. Seeing a lot of those as of last week, which is kind of expected once you get those handful of matches and the MMRs set over time. It's what you tend to get. And it's been playing off. Really happy to see. That's the great thing about VR Master League. Doesn't really matter if you're new, a few months old to the game or a few years old to the game. You can get in, you can play. And you can... being tagged? Never mind. You can get in, you can play at any level, and whatever you put into it, that's what you'll get back. You know, you're a less experienced team, you'll play against other teams like that. If you're a team who's super dedicated to it and are scrimming 3 or 4 times a week, looking to hit those gold divisions and upwards, you can be that. But unlike the days of old, it won't be the case anymore where you're a brand new team, and then every single week you're getting stomped out by the teams who've been dominating for 1, 2, or 3 years, you know? That's the beauty of it. That's the ladder system. Nicholas in the chat throwing in a dung after the dangs. Dang, 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 diggity, dang, dang. I don't really know the lyrics, but you know the song, right? Dang, dang, diggy, dang, dang. Diggy, 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 dang, 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 diggy, 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 dang, dang. Something like that. All right, so third round about to start. Flowers saying can't use hold, so I just use Disable while moving fast, but it's annoying while I'm Beat Saber. Yeah, Beat Saber's another one of those games that really benefit from hold to activate on that home button. Definitely. Those are the 2 games only 2 games, at least thus far, I've ever had that issue with is Echo Arena and Beat Saber. But just because how fast you're obviously swinging the arms and moving the fingers over the buttons and whatnot, it'll happen. But all right, in case you're wondering why the intermission's a little bit longer, it's because they had that brief dropout at the very end. One of the players had crashed perhaps or restarted, but yeah, no harm done. We are going to be going to the third round. It's just a little bit of a slightly extra long intermission, but another few seconds we should be getting started because everyone is back in the game. Game, giggity game? I don't know. But yeah, the return there and rebound for round 2. Very nice. You can see the 7 points for Ghost Duck. Still strong effort, but also Wolfie and Aaron getting on the board there with some assists and some points, as well as these stuns. See if they can do it again one final time. So third round underway. Has anyone changed their vote on the connoisseur? Not on the website, but just in the chat. You know, you change your mind a little bit here. You think Rebound can complete the reverse sweep? Because we'll see. It was close in round 1, but I was super impressed by that Rebound defense here in round 2. So if they can do that again, I mean that will really be the determinant. Because it's not like Error 404 were playing poorly in the last round. They definitely had some nice opportunities, some good pass attempts into that bubble. It's just more so they got stifled. They got dived upon and blocked out, punched out by that defense from Rebound. But here's the offense from Rebound, but the defense from ES, I must confess, looking like the best in the goal here today, as another save in play, but the disc now out of play for a moment as President takes it away, sends it through the mid lane, and it's Wolfie taking it back and going down the right lane. Over to the mid, the bow tie area will be Aaron Snyder taking it away. Aaron Snyder, the sugar glider, and that's a sweet shot for him. Rebound the first 2 points of the third round.
11, 10, 9,
Nicholas saying bars by Pally. Yeah, sponsored by my non-sponsored carbonated beverage of choice, Noctur Nepper, or something like that. Although, that said, shout out definitely to our great sponsors and ProTube VR, VR cover, Rebuff Reality, Fixed Gaming, and VR Wear. Always appreciative to our sponsors for all the great prizes and opportunities and visibility and community support here for VR Master League. Now, over to the pocket will be taken up high by President Gamer. Needs to be careful because the couple of defenders. So gets stunned, but just a nice reset backing it out. And once again trying to hit. We've seen that a few times actually, where President gets stunned out, still finds a pass, and then gets a pass right back as he's coming out of the stun. So definitely a kind of a smart move here from Error 404. One of those small things, but they've done it enough where I would. I reckon it's on purpose. You know, it's the recognition that, okay, a defense thinks they won. I stun this guy out. Great. But no, if that defense doesn't commit to that stun player, well, you just get it right back to them. Easy peasy. You know, keep them off balance, keep them off guard by those passing plays. It's a way to get it done. At the moment here, getting through the midfield, there's a defender trying to recover, does so successfully. It's Anubis. So solid on that back line, just letting his other teams, or other players on the team, excuse that angle, as will be a boost coming through into the bubble now. Actually, never mind, getting stunned out, but there's a secondary boost, a stack coming in, and trying to slap it through will be received, it looks like there by Yes, kind of doing what Anubis has been doing, playing that mid lane, midfield, and goalkeeping role. Ghost Duck collecting and sending, actually Ryan that is to say, but it will be off the wall and back to the mid lane again, but there's free artifact hanging back. And now looking to attack with that presidential reception, but no, it's instead the collection from Ghost Duck as it goes back into the bottom wedge. And now looking for that immediate boost. I like that from Rebound, looking good on just that, not wasting time, keeping the actions per minute up. Now trying to gain some traction on that goal, but couldn't get it to go instead. Will be rebounded Aaron Snyder. So for Rebound, going, on the steal instead. Great grab there from Free Artifact, denying a score again. And so keeping themselves alive. There's still plenty of time, 6:19 remaining here in this round. Will be taken by Free Artifact. Why did I struggle saying that? I don't know. But nonetheless, by Aaron Snyder. Going for the reset as I almost knock over my glass. That's okay. We're going to get past it and go back to the tunnel here, where it'll be taken back by, well, I have no idea, because a pile-up. Remember those pileups. Always the 50-50s. So at the moment, there you go. It's going to be free artifact. Now see, there's a problem with the pileups. It causes one team to get all kinds of off balance at some point. Now unfortunately for Error 404, they weren't able to complete the passes there to capitalize on said off balance defense. But you can see why it's a handy thing. And a dangerous thing to be diving on the disc. Because yeah, if you're the team who doesn't recover it, there's a decent chance, especially if it's on the wrong side of the floor, you're going to get scored on because the other team breaks away and you're just not able to really balance yourselves. You know, defense, very positional dependent and dependent on your teammates all being in the area to kind of recover after each other, to rotate and just make sure that your lanes are covered. So with the 5 minutes left on the clock here in the third round, 2-point lead still going the way of Rebound. Error 404 definitely, again, going for the right passes. You can see they're going to specific places, but I think the one thing that they're just doing that's making it tough, especially right now in the mid lane, is that they're putting a lot of sauce on those. They're putting a lot of heat on the passes. So it's going to the right areas, but they're just tough catches. So maybe softer passes there, but a plenty difficult shot coming in from Ryan. Very nice. They'll definitely take that from that corner slice right on the bottom. So ties it up with a 4:25 remaining here. And even though it took a few extra minutes perhaps, we are in fact back to where we started in the first round, back to where we started in the second round, where it was just that 2-2 tie to begin. Definitely neither team just having absolute domination by any stretch, which, ooh, as he stretches across the floor, free artifact, waving, we can see Earth to artifact. That artifact is broken at the moment, so hopefully he gets back in the game, but Duck, they're in the game, and that disc is in the goal. It's 2 points right back up for Rebound. Only 25 seconds in to that last launch, after that last launch. So very nice. Yeah, gotta hate broken artifacts, right? But with 3:30 left, we'll be up to Error 404 to recover, to offer that rebuttal. But, oh, good grab, Aaron Snyder. Very good reflexes, and as that does bounce into the goal area, has a chance. Oh, that would have been absolutely devastating. Still might be, though, because it's taken away by Aaron, so Aaron all by himself. And you know what? The wise move. You see that? It would have been a 1 versus 3. So what do? Reset. That said, not doing it the second time there, so instead getting punished for it. You can see even on that one, still would have been a tough situation. 2-on-3, 2-on-4 at best there, so definitely kind of getting caught in no man's land, you know, once you leave your anchor with that disc. That's one of those situations where you want to make sure if you're going to be floating in the air, you have an option already in mind. You know where it's going to go next on the pass. Otherwise, you can be kind of caught with your pants down. Ideally not on stream, though, because it's TOS. But over here trying to screen for the teammate and deliver it over to Free Artifact. Free Artifact being cut off a little bit by the defense. Barely manages to get that pass through. That was pretty impressive. But we'll be taken here by Wolfie Dragon. Going to the midfield. We'll bounce off that Rad logo and then get sent back into the bubble. Once more, just barely missing the fingertips of a few players. But a good delivery, and it's definitely in for Ryan again. So tied up as we approach now that 2-minute warning. And trespassing, well, that's very heartwarming. Thank you, and let's see. Oh, no simping for... I already get called Palidore, that's strange enough. Don't throw the simping in there, too. I don't know what to do. Don't know what to do with my hands right now. Ghost Duck here knows what to do with the disc, but can't get the first one, just self-pass instead, so it will be Ghost Duck getting it to the midfield. 1 minute, 37 remaining, so every single goal, or every single mistake for that matter, going to be costly for either team. I mean, with this pacing right now, and the fact that it is just so back and forth across all 3 rounds, you got to imagine a goal here. It's going to be tough with that minute 22. Although, let's see, with a score attempt, Ghost Duck couldn't get it. Ghost Duck, of course, having a very, very nice match all across these rounds, putting up some points. But at the moment, these points, the most important ones of the entire series. So getting stunned on that outer bubble. or right near it at least, and getting the clear. Anubis retaining, so very important interception. Maybe defense off balance, but no, it's free artifact. So still yet retaining possession here, getting stuck on this orange side. That is going to be, you got to figure, to the benefit perhaps of Air 404. I mean, the time really starting to wind down. The shot starting to wind through. And it's Aaron Snyder, the most important two. He's up. His team is up. And Rebound looking to close it out. Now it's still an opportunity here with 20 seconds left for Air 404. Now they need to act pretty quickly, but they still do have time to work it up. It doesn't need to be just a plain clear. So getting to the other side, there's the nice work up the floor. Now this is up to the backline stack. They need to get together and get to the front, but just kind of missing their boost there, so might be costly, but missing the disc with 5 seconds left. It's going to be tapped out, slung out, and that is, without a doubt, the end of the match. A great one indeed, however, 6-4 to Rebound. And fun match that was. So close all throughout. Neither team had ever really pulled away by more than 1 goal, I'm fairly sure. Maybe 2 at most, but it was right there within 2 to 4 points differential pretty much the entire time. Love to see it. Very close. And taking a look at the stat screen, we're going to see much more of that. I mean, just look at that scoring differential. I mean, 8-5. There you go. 8-5. First round going to Air 404, but then the reverse sweep with 8 points and then 6 points in rounds 2 and 3 for Rebound. But as you can see there, only a few points differential between all the rounds there. Super close. And even the stat lines. I mean, compare just the contributions across the stat boards mirrored across both teams. A lot of very similar looking stat lines. So that's what I'm saying, man. Play VRML. Doesn't matter how long you've been playing. You're going to get these kind of matches after you get your MMR settled there. It's going to be a lot more consistent. It's beautiful. I love it. That's why it's really fun getting past those initial chaotic couple weeks. I mean, as fun as chaos is, both the concept and the team, but as fun as chaos is, it's very fun seeing that just very even gameplay where you don't quite know who's going to win for sure. But yeah, in any case, just to read the stats off for you in this victory, it was Ghost Duck with the 9 strong points, 1 assist, 2 steals, and 54 big stuns. For Wolfie, it was 2 points, 3 assists, 1 save, 3 steals, and 18 stuns. So nice stat line across the board. Had Aaron Snyder back there with the 6 points, couple assists, couple steals, and 37 stuns. And Anubis there with a save, a stun, and lots of intercepts. Those not tracked obviously on the stat sheet, but playing that midfield and area and the goal area, you're still getting the stats even if it doesn't happen to show on the board. Kind of just a result of that play style of the midfielding play and the kind of perma-goalie style, which, over time, typically the lines get blurred more. You don't see as much strictly positional play, at the master levels and whatnot. But it's all stuff that takes time, When I started playing as well, I was definitely, like, on my team, a midline player. For pretty much the first half of Season 1 of ESL, VRCL, as it was called at the time, I pretty much just watched my teammates Lemming and iShiny do all the work, particularly Lemming. I just had to sit in the back line, occasionally catching a loose disc. But otherwise, I would sit there all comfy with the best seat in the house, watching Lemming jump and dive and dunk on 3 players, 1 versus 3, every single time. Of course, after several months, that changed a bunch, and then team play and passing and all those good things that we know from Echo today started becoming a reality. But it took some time, is all I'm saying. So, over to Air 404's side of the floor. Floor. Its free artifact was 6 points, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 save, 2 steals, and 45 stuns. President Gamer with 4 points, 3 assists, 2 steals, 47 stuns, and between the two of them, noticeably good positioning. They were seemingly always on top of wherever that disc was going when it was loose. For Ryan, it was 4 points, 2 assists, 3 steals, and 21 stuns. And yes, with the excellent 5 saves and 2 stuns. Very nice ones, though, those saves. They were quick, they were slick. And got it done on the defensive end. Just unfortunately on the offensive end, couldn't convert quite enough times to find that goal. Those final goals, I should say, in that round. But yeah, that is going to do it for me, for us. Well, for me. But let's see. We have more games coming on a little bit later. In fact, pretty dang soon, that is to say. Let me verify for you. Actually, I think I could even just bring it up on schedule now if this button hopefully works. Let's see. Maybe. Oh, there you go. I think that works. There, wonderful. But yes, so it will be at the top of the hour, 20 minutes from now. Astro and Heatwave starting off. We have Outlaws and Gold Diggers. That's going to be on Channel 1. Definitely Outlaws and Gold Diggers. Two known forces among these rookie teams debuting in Season 2 of VRML. Definitely one of the, two of the better teams, if not best teams, among that Quest bunch. So that's going to be fun to watch for sure. We have Knights of Origin and Purple Tornadoes facing off in another hour and 20 minutes. And later in the night, we'll take a look. Well, as you can see, in fact, will be the Kangarillas and Zero at 7 Mountain Time, which is my time. I know it's a Mountain Standard, kind of a weird one. In Arizona, we don't do daylight savings. But yes, 7 Pacific or 10 p.m. Eastern will be that Master Tier game there, Zero and Kangarillas. At least I think Master Tier. I know Zero was hanging in bronze for a while just because they made a late debut, but it wasn't actually indicative of, it wasn't updated to their true rankings. In fact, let me see, just out of curiosity. I'm going to pull this up real quick. And yeah, there you go. Zero is now much more properly right there in the Master Tier at 6th place, along with Kangos back in 2nd, much like Season 1. Joker and Kangarillas right at the top. See Synapse still there, always at the top. Spaghetti, definitely the highest positioning they've been at so far, just continuing to rise over the course of seasons. And Instinct at 5th, right where they belong as well. All right, well, good stuff. Anyway, I think that's it. I think. So until the next game, thank you guys for joining. Thank you for dadding. Thank you, Nicholas, for simping. I think. Thank you, Naruto, for the okay. And yes, this is Palidore. Sorry, I didn't answer that earlier. No, wait, no. It's Dimwee. I've been mistaken for Dimwee twice, somehow, in the past week. Nonetheless, no, it's Palidore. Dash with the GGs, stopping by, speaking of Jokers. And Rocks as well. Talking about nuts or something like that. And then Grump Dash, ES Broom. Yes, it is over. GG's. It was a good game. 3-round, very close. Okay, that's it for me. So, until next time, I've been Palidore. It's been VRML. This is week 4. Thank you for joining me. And yeah, be happy, healthy, safe, and good to each other. And we'll see you again real soon. I don't think I said hi to Daz Venoms, so I'm just going to throw that out there before I end the stream. Bye.